Good morning, guys. Hope you're killing it. Man, last week was a great week, and this morning is shaping up to be great for me because I did get X calls on Friday after we gave the alert in the app on Friday. All right, we'll get to that in just 1 second. First, let's do a macro review, a few things to be cognizant about. TLT still above that 200-day moving average. This is the thing, though. It doesn't mean things will go up in a straight line. I'm talking about things. I'm talking about IWM, RK, risk assets. All right, doesn't mean it will go up in a straight line, but still on bullish risk assets because of bonds and interest rates. IWM, though, be a little careful here. Let's see, because yes, Friday we had to close below the low of the day on the previous day, which is 196.48. So once that happened, I was worried about a gap fill here, which is 193.64. I suppose that's still on the table. It's having a good pre-market here, so just to 193.64. But right now it looks like, it might avoid that fate. A lot of gaps get filled. So keep that in mind with IWM. USO, I've been in some USO calls. Why did I shave some off recently? Shave some off, got a little bit. Over the weekend, I told you. And why did I get in? It's because of the tension in the Red Sea. All right. Because of potential regional conflict and because oil's been down like so much. We're looking for this gap to fill. The gap filled over the weekend. A lot more saber rattling happening in the Red Sea. The United States may get involved militarily over there, and potentially that could cause some issues with oil. All right, over there. So USO 20 DMA is 68.71. Wow, we're right there in pre-market. We're at 68.72 in pre-market right now. The 50 DMA, no, the 200 DMA after that, 69.91. 69.91. So USO oil may be in play today, as well as gold with those regional tensions. Bounce right off of the 20 DMA. Look at that. Gold bounce. Oh, come on. Bounce right off of the 20 DMA. And at some point, we're going to be breaking that 192.40 and heading over 200. So, Bitcoin, be careful of this. Below the 20 DMA, actually shaved some Bitcoin stuff off this morning because we're below the 20 DMA. At this point, I worry about a move to the 50 DMA at $3,000 lower than here, 38,400, 38,500. Might be a fake out. We'll see if it gets right back above it. It's trying this morning. Where is that 20 DMA? 41,500 or 41,364. So keep that in mind. So I'm bullish gold USO, a little wary of IWM and Bitcoin. I shaved some off because we're below that key level. Now let's get to the fun, man. US Steel X. We gave the alert Friday in the app that management was going to be looking at a bunch of offers that were at least $40 over the weekend. Man, I grabbed some 39.50 calls for $1. They're going to be opening at some $11.50 or so, up over 10 times. So I'm looking forward to cashing out on that. That's going to be great. At this point, that plays over as $55 a share, but there's always all kinds of risks with the deal and time value and all that. So it's $50.35. So I'm not going to be holding for 55. All right, great, awesome. A little bit of bad news on Lantheus. Thankfully, I didn't have any options on this, but I do have a nice common share position. Some data came out. Now, this is how I look at this. So some data on a phase 3. Okay. The data overall was good, but apparently it's not as good as a competitor or something like that. So I don't know the details about this. I just know the market's disappointed in this. And you see Lantheus down to about $60 is a big support level for this. But why am I even in Lantheus? This is not your typical biotech company that doesn't have a product out there. They have many commercialized products, and they have a forward PE of 13, a price to sales ratio of just 4.37. So I'm thinking this might be a buying opportunity. Lantheus today, now I could easily be wrong about this. I don't know to what extent this was being priced in. I know there were people who were excited if data was good, this thing would go over $100. So you have a bunch of catalyst traders, a bunch of people in for that move to 100. Data comes in poor, it's being sold off. But again, this is not a biotech company. It's a pharmaceutical company, with a lot of revenue and a low valuation. I'm actually thinking you can buy the dip over here today. on Lantheus. All right. So obviously, you got to diversify. Not every pick is going to work out. Definitely high risk, but Lantheus, I might add some today. Okay. That's Lantheus. Okay. Now, there's three that I think are going to be in play today: Neo, Snap, and Blink. All right. All have catalysts. All were, no, not Blink. Blink was not on our radar, but Neo and Snap have been on our radar for a catalyst already. So Neo, I think I gave this to you on Friday when Chinese stocks were strong, and Neo just, I didn't really see it, but there was someone I follow on Twitter that like, hey, this is a strong chart. It looks like an imminent breakout. So it was one of our Chinese list stocks we were showing you on Friday when China was strong. Come on, let's go back here. Yep, right at the top there was Paba and Neo were the top two that we gave you, and boom, it's up 8% this morning. All right, why is it up 8% this morning? Let's go back. Come on. Top picks. It's up because $2.2 billion investment from Abu Dhabi's CYVN. Now, apparently they invested $1 billion back in July, but now they've tripled that investment, another $2.1 billion at $7.50 each. Now, the market cap on this, I always like to do this calculation, is $14 billion. So they got a $2 billion. I see X pulling back a little bit over here. All right, we're still up 27%. But in any case, 2 billion on 14 billion. To me, that deserves closer to like a 20% move, not just a 8 to 10% move that we're getting right now. The 200-day moving average is $9.19. We're at 863 right now. You have a gap in here. All right, you have a gap in here right there after 919, which is 1022. All right, so I would say 919 and 1022, 919 and 1022 are the targets for Neo today. And this is probably highly shorted. Let's check this. Not too bad. 3.5 days to cover. All right, we'll give you maybe a better one in a second with the big short position. So right now, these stocks are in vogue. Former growth stocks, former darlings with high short positions. You get a catalyst, and they've been moving. So I really like this for today. All right, 862 now with targets at 919 and 1022. Why is X pulling back? Let me just see. Come on, I got to cash in on those options at the open. Not a big deal. All right. Okay, so probably, who knows, probably some sort of note out there saying it's going to require regulatory approval. The U.S. may not approve this deal due to strategic concerns. Some bullshit like that probably coming out. All right. Anyway, that was Neo. That'll be in the top 5 today. Okay. X is not going to be the top 5. That's done. That play's done. All right. We're going to move that out of the way now. We made our money. I hope you guys made money with me on there. All right, Neo's going to be in the top 5. Snap, I've been bullish on this for a while with a price target. I think it was 1655 was the breakout level, and then 20, right? 20 plus. Friday, it held it almost to the penny. Went to 1653 and bounced right off 1653. I think in the chat I said if it goes below 1650, I'm going to be shaving more. I did shave some off on Friday because it was the first it was the biggest screen red day since like forever. All right. What is this? Like months? Crazy. All right. So I did shave some off, and I was like, if it goes below 1650, I'll shave more off. It held 1650. Then we get an upgrade from Guggenheim this morning, raising it from neutral to buy with a $23 price target. All right. There we go. It's in there somewhere. There you go. Upgraded from 9 to 23. What's Morgan Stanley say? On Friday, Morgan Stanley said that Snap should accelerate next year off of easy comparison. Okay. So we got lots of bullish analysts. Last week, we had data. So we have the fundamentals coming together. They had like record subscriber numbers on something definitely came out on X because now we're dropping. We're at 49.50. All right. So they'll be up by 800% at the open instead of 1,000%. All right. Anyway. So in any case, we have the fundamentals on Snap, right? Improving subscriber numbers with fueled by AI features. We have the catalyst of these analyst upgrades. Where was the insider buy one that was? Is that Chewy? That was Chewy, not Snap. All right, we'll get to Chewy in a second. And now we have positive analyst upgrades, and we have the technicals, right? I don't see anything between 1655 and 20 aside from Friday's high. Okay. So Snap looking good. Going to keep that in the top 5 with the catalyst this morning. Then we have Blink. Blink. It was Citadel, I believe. Citadel takes a passive stake in Blink. Now these EV charging companies have been just straight down, straight down. I guess people don't believe in their business model. All right, it's the same thing with all of them. The whole sector has been have charts like this, but now Citadel takes a passive stake. The stock jumps, so that's our catalyst. Technicals over the 20 DMA. All right, and also the short position. Check this out. Let me show you the short position on this baby. November 30th was 4. But see, depending on the volume, this is why it's so volatile because it's about 18 million shares. But you can see 7, 8, 9, 10, depending on the volume for that month. Right now, we're at 4.5 days to cover. So pretty big short position on Blink over the 20 DMA. Risk on sentiment. So we got the sentiment working for us now. We have the catalyst of this Citadel getting a passive stake. We have the technicals. I don't know about the business model and the fundamentals. All right. I'm going to have to defer on that. But looking at this here, I think 466 is your swing target and then 540. 466 and then 540 in this risk on environment with Blink. Catalyst coming today, marking a little bit of an inflection point for the stock. Let's see if that works out for us. And then a sympathy play, Wallbox. Wallbox also had a little bit of news this morning. All right, same sector. Here it is. SoNpar expands partnership with Wallbox. SoNpar, the world's leading B2B distributor of electrical product solutions and related services. It's something about wind. Where is it? Doesn't even say. Where is it? Let's see. Was it in the story trading app? Let's see. That was December 11th. No, it's not even here. Okay, it's in the story trading app. God, what is going on with Webull? All right. If we can get better performance in our app, definitely an opportunity for us. So let me look up Wallbox over here and we can read out that news to you. Maybe I'll add it as a nugget. So here we go. Wallbox. No, see, there we go. Come on. That's the problem with our app is our performance could be better. All right, Wallbox. Here we go. We've agreed and Wallbox partner to give customers access to wind-powered EV charging. I'm going to throw this in as a nugget. Could this catalyst increase the chances of a sympathy move? That's my idea. Increase. Oops. Let's do this. Increase the chances of a sympathy move with now it was no, what was it? I forget which one it was. Blink. All right. With Blink today after Citadel investment. Okay. So now that's in there. Now what was it? Now let's read it. All right. Wind-powered EV charging at Xcel Energy. Wind-powered EV charging. How does that work? We've got a software that enables rapid EV adoption. How's this work? Thanks, Clara. We've good. Never send the optimal. Okay. The program optimizes residential EV charging in line with times of high renewable energy availability. Not sure how this works. Maybe it's something you have at home. What do you have? Like a little windmill in your backyard and that charges your EV? I don't know. Maybe it's something like that. Got no idea. Anyway, all right. We got Blink in play today. Wallbox with an even bigger short position, I believe. Let's check this out. There we go. Look at this. 8, 10, 9. All right. So Wallbox. Now let's look at the technicals here. Ooh, this is looking pretty. What is the highs over here? 206, 206, 208. Okay, 206. And then after that, the 250 range. All right, so Wallbox, swing target of 206 and then 250. All right, Wallbox, 206 and then 250. We got some nice stuff going on right now. All right, Bitcoin is not going to be in the top picks today. It's battling that 20 DMA. So right now, I like these picks, right? Neo, Snap, Blink, and Wallbox. Nice 4 picks there, all right? Lantheus, maybe higher risk, I think, because I don't have a great handle on how important this data was for the company, but I like it again because of the fundamentals, all right? I like it because of the fundamentals, and it's down here at the 60. So might take a chance on some Lantheus today. Then we have these other 4 for you. Now, what do we have besides that? Those are the ones I have today with clear catalysts, all right? Everything else, now we're going to be watching stuff down here. chart breakouts, recent catalysts that maybe you can have a continued momentum on, follow through on. You have Quick that hit a 52-week high here at 1379. If you look at the monthly chart, look at that. I think Quick can head to $25 this year. $20 to $25 target on Quick. You'll have to have another quarter of two of earnings to deserve that. But technically, it's in the clear. I'm holding a long-term position on Quick. Rivian, we've been very bullish about that for multiple reasons, multiple pillars at play, and we have 24 and 28, I believe, were the targets we gave you on that. So that's still in play, 24 and 28. Chewy, all right. Chewy had the insider buy recently. It had that new business line they're getting into, the vet clinics. It was on the Kramer show. It's highly shorted. What's the short position? Short position, not that much, actually. 3 days to cover. Okay. So in any case, you got to break 22.29 to see this thing really move. But that's going to be on our radar. And man, Costco, I kind of missed that. I mean, I hold it long term, but I missed the trading opportunity on Costco. I should have looked closer at that earnings report. Look at this, 620 to 665. That would have been fun with options. So any case, Amazon, Intel, all of these were things with recent catalysts that we covered on last week's show that maybe we'll see some follow through on. Oh, Docu, they're saying they want to sell the company. All right. So I did grab a little bit of Docu Friday on this, exploring the sale of the company. I had mentioned in the chat room that, look, their forward PE is only 22, price to sales 4.9. So potentially, if they do sell the company, they can get a much higher price for it. Look, Docu, how much did Docu used to be? Docu used to be $314, just going over that 20 monthly moving average. Wow, look at this over here. Docu up here, 69.45 is your target on Docu with this catalyst of wanting to sell the company. And then Zoom could see a sentiment move on Docu wanting to sell, similar sectors. All right. And also similar valuation if you look at the PE and the price to sales ratio. So 4, by the way, I'm not in this now, but I did have a quick trade last week. They also rumors that they're going to sell their company. A lot of M&A going on. I think 2024 is going to be the year of M&A as things, stocks come out of the ashes with their valuations. Companies are going to want to capitalize on that with, I don't know, are these interest rates going to be low just for the election and then they go back up? Is this their opportunity for these growth companies to sell themselves? Maybe 2024 is going to be the year of a lot of acquisitions, something to keep in mind. So I think I'm going to move Docu higher on the list. And what's going on with X? All right, X is steady, keeping steady at $50. Chewy, I think I'm going to move Chewy a bit higher on the list so we can keep an eye on that. All right, so let's see if we can kind of organize these. I really like that $2.2 billion deal on NEO. Love that upgrade on Snap. Then we got Blink on Citadel. Docu wants to sell itself. That's going to be lower. All right, Lantheus. And I guess a Wallbox sympathy goes with Blink. So let's see. So Neo, Snap, Blink, Wallbox sympathy play, and they had their own catalyst. Lantheus on the pullback. Okay. Lantheus on the pullback, and then all of these are some play. Chewy has some nice pre-market action this morning. Actually, what's the volume? Yeah, 69,000. You know what? Chewy, I saw that early this morning. It's had some nice pre-market action. I'm going to put that ahead of, you know what? Let's call Blink and Wallbox one idea. All right, so we got 5 ideas for you. Neo, Snap, Blink / Wallbox, Chewy, Lantheus. All right, I think those are the 5 ideas for today. And of course, I'm still bullish all this stuff, man. Carvana to 58, and then potentially, over $100 later this year, possibly in the cards. Let's see. Any questions? Any chats? What's going on up here? All right. So, hope you guys are killing it lately. This is the time. This is the time to get back involved in the market. It's risk on. I'm telling you, this is not just a blip. When you're back over the key moving average on TLT, this means IWM type stocks, RK type stocks. This is going to be a great environment for us. All right. When you get a catalyst, it's going to act more logically and expectedly than it has been in the last couple of years, where every single positive catalyst will get slammed down for basically no reason other than the risk assets are not in favor and it's high interest rates. And there was a lot of basically the shorts had the upper hand, and the funds that were shorting every single pop, they had the upper hand because of that positioning and that idea of high interest rates. But now we're no longer in that environment. And when you get a catalyst, and if you interpret that catalyst correctly in terms of the impact on fundamentals, impact on sentiment, this is an easy market right now. And I don't think we're going to be out of it until we're out of it. So we're in it right now, and we're just going to ride it until we get a signal that we're out of it. And we're going to be here every day to let you know if that signal happens, right? Whether it's something geopolitical, whether it's the interest rates going back up, TLT breaking below its lows, below support levels. But until then, it's risk on, buy the catalyst, and swinging seems to be working pretty well. Good luck, everyone. I'd love to hang on further, but it's going to be a busy day for me. Going to do a bunch of trades right in the morning. I got to sell my X call options and redeploy some of that into maybe Blink or Wallbox. I already have snap calls. I got out of Chewy calls, so maybe I'll think about getting back into some Chewy calls. Maybe get some Lantheus. Lantheus already rebounding here in pre-market. All right. Good luck, guys. I'll see you soon. Take care.